Hey friends, I want to quickly go over chapters 18, 19, and 20. In chapter 18, this chapter serves to show why Amir has to go to Afghanistan. Not only does he need to do it to atone for his own sins that he committed when he was a child, but he needs to atone for the sins of Baba. He says that Baba committed theft, and that was, remember, Baba said that there's only one real sin, and that's theft. And Amir says this because he says, Baba stole Amir's right to know that he has a brother. He stole Hassan's identity, and he stole Ali's dignity. So he's not going to be able to leave Pakistan and just go home. He has to go to Afghanistan. He has to find Sarab, his nephew. So that's chapter 18. Chapter 19 starts with him traveling from Pakistan to Afghanistan, and he gets really bad car sickness, just like he did when he was a kid. And the guy who's driving him starts to really question him about why he's coming back. And he's like, oh, I bet you just want to come here and you're going to sell off all of your father's land. And then you're going to go back to America and take your family on a vacation to Mexico. And you're just here to get money out of the country. They get to the place where he's staying for the night. And the guy who owns the house, he does the same thing, also accuses him of just coming there to steal money. Or to take money from the country and then go back home. And it's then that Amir says, no, I am looking for this Hazara boy. His father is my illegitimate half-brother. And once they realize that he's doing this for noble reasons, they completely change their opinion of Amir. When Amir gets to that guy's house, he's also offered a lot of food. So he eats, and as he's eating, he notices the guy's kids are watching like his wristwatch, and they just keep staring at it. And he's like, oh, they must have never seen a watch before, and they just are really excited about this. So afterwards, he decides that he's going to give the kids his watch, and he does, and they just like kind of fiddle with it, and then they just put it down. Like they don't really care. And he doesn't understand because he seemed like so into it. Later that night, he overhears the wife and husband who own the house arguing because they didn't actually have any food. That food was supposed to go to the children, but the dad says, "We're heathen. We're not heathens. They're guests. We have to give them food." And so his family went hungry so that Amir could eat. And Amir realizes they actually didn't care about that watch. They are starving. So for the second time in this book, he stuffs a wad of money under the mattress before he leaves. The last time he did this was to get Hassan in trouble, and he put his watch and a bunch of money under Hassan's mattress, trying to make it look like he stole from Amir. This one was done with more honorable intentions. That leads us into the next chapter where Amir is actually getting into Kabul. And when he's in Kabul, like he starts to realize that it's a very different place. There's beggars everywhere. It's all women and children. Everybody looks dirty and kind of sick. Most of the town has been completely destroyed. Like it's been bombed. And he says like he doesn't even recognize this place that he grew up. When he first pulled in, he actually thought that the driver had taken a wrong turn. He ends up running into a beggar, and it turns out the beggar knew Amir's mom, and he learned that like his mom likes this certain type of drink and this certain type of cookie, and just learns little tiny facts about his mom that he didn't know before. And he said he felt like he learned more from this beggar on the street than he had from his mom or from his dad about his own mom. He also goes back and he looks at the house that he grew up in, and he barely recognizes it again. And then they finally make it to the orphanage where Sarab is supposed to be. And the guy who's running the orphanage, they show him a picture, and he's like, I've never seen that child. And he's like, no, seriously, I'm not with the Taliban. This kid is my nephew. He's really good with a slingshot. He can read, he can write, he's super smart. I'm here to give him a better life. And the guy reluctantly is like, okay, fine, you're right. But you have one thing wrong. He's amazing with a slingshot. So he takes him inside the orphanage, and this orphanage sucks. Like, it's not designed for people to live in, so it's not heated, it's not cooled. They don't have enough beds for all the kids. They don't have enough blankets for all the kids. And we learned that one of the kids, like, died of exposure or hypothermia or something because they didn't have enough blankets, and this, like, kid just died. We also learn that there is some official Taliban leader who keeps coming to the orphanage and buying kids. Um, and we can just assume that this is not for good purposes. So, the guy who's with Amir gets so mad and was like, says he's gonna kill this guy, breaks his glasses. And Amir's like, okay, you can't kill him, bud. But they are able to get enough information out of him to know where that Taliban official is going to be. That's the guy, and that they also learned that Sarab had been taken by him. So they've got another step that they have to get through. So it wasn't just as easy as, hey, we're going to go to Afghanistan and we're going to go to the orphanage where he is, and then we're going to leave, and yay, happy ending. No, we still have a bit of a journey on our quest to getting Sarab. So, in today's reading, that is going to be the continuation of that quest. We will learn who the Taliban leader is who just keeps kidnapping kids. And the guy at the orphanage, he said that, like, he's in this really ironic position where he spent his whole life savings trying to, like, house and clothe and feed these kids, but he doesn't have enough money. The way for him to get more money is to accept the money that this Taliban leader is bringing to him and saying, here, use this money to buy, food for the kids here. But he is basically sacrificing a child to them. And he also said that if he doesn't give them a kid, he'll just come back and take 10 kids. So he's giving one kid to save more kids, which it seems like demented logic, but that's what's happening there. So yes, we will figure out who that Taliban official is. All we know right now is that he will be doing something at halftime at this soccer match, and he'll be wearing dark sunglasses. But they should get us a little bit closer to finding Sarab. Okay, you do have a no red ink this week. It is over commas. This is the last one that I'm giving for points. I will give 2 more opportunities over the next 2 weeks, and those will both be for extra credit. So if you've missed some no red inks, it's an easy way to get some of those points back. Also, if your grade sucks, especially in the homework category, do the extra credit. It's the only thing that'll help you right now. Okay, let me know if I can help you with anything.